So friends, I'm again back with a new topic and with a new video. So our topic name is uh, mysterious creatures and weird animals and undiscovered animals. About these three animals we will be going to do, but for weird animals I will just be giving you some names. And here it is on the top, it is written something that will help you a lot. Means it is for your general basics. Okay friends, I am starting up. So I will read and explain you. There is about only 5% of oceans discovered and 95% of oceans undiscovered. But in that 5% also only about 2 to 3% only we know. But some things happen. So here it is written that in out of 100% our oceans, only 5% of oceans are discovered and 95% of oceans remains undiscovered. But in that 5% also we know about them either live? No. For example, you can take giant squid. Giant squid is a discovered, but it comes under mysterious creature. So we name it as mysterious creature. So at by taking that example only, we are saying that we know only about 2 to 3%. But some things happen incidentally for which we doesn't hope for. We should be steady or we should be prepared for such incidents. But horizontally some things happens that and that are not expected, but they happen incidentally. So in simple words, so we should be steady, or in simple words uh, we can say that we should be prepared for such incidents. For example, megalodon, who was an extinct animal, but when it is believed that it is still alive today. Or other example I am taking, Trunco. It was just mysteriously discovered that scientists still keeps on discovering about them. Many are found and many are not found. Okay, so I'm moving on. See here, you can see about them are found and many are not found. So we eitherly know that about Trunco is found, but we doesn't know all the information about that. And it takes a lot of time to discover a mysterious creature. This process called as cyphotology. In this video we will be discussing about such creatures in details, as I have told you earlier. See, now my topic is weirdest animals. So the weirdest animals are axolotl, Babirusa, proboscis monkey, tree hoppers, postmothlava, ground pangolin, leaf horned frog. Now we will be moving on to the mysterious creatures. So first only I have given you two examples, but in second example only, Trunco. So there is nothing to tell about Trunco, as I have told you, but then also we will be doing in detail. So you can see the Trunco is a fish that half look like fish and half like polar bears. It was founded by people while fighting with two sharks. It floated on beach as it is damaged by the sharks. It stayed for 10 days on beach. No people did any testing on it. Then it flew away. It's a kind of lobster. It's a story how does it is mysteriously discovered. So it is a fish. The Trunco is a fish that half look like polar bear and half look like fish. So we doesn't know, there is no exact definition about Trunco. So whatever is there in the books, in everything, and it is just written that only. It flew on the beach as it got damaged by the sharks. It is find it. People saw it fighting with the sharks. Okay. It stayed for 10 days on beach, but no people did any testing on it. You can clearly see here that it is flown on beach and one people is seeing him. Okay. and it's a kind of lobster. What is a lobster? The six monsters are only known as, okay friends, Loch Ness monster. The Loch Ness monster or Nessie was first published in English. It's not a undiscovered creature, it's not a mysterious creature. Why? Because it was not earlier, no information was given about it. So the Loch Ness monster was, but then also I will be giving you information about the Loch Ness monster or Nessie was first published in an English newspaper in 1900. It was then received as reclaimed as a fake in 1994. Has it? It is its first photograph was published in an English newspaper in 1934. Then in 1994 it is reclaimed as a fake, has attached something to a neck and sculpted from a wood filter. The picture of Nessie is also called surgeon's photograph because it is taken by a doctor, London doctor named as Robert K. Wilson. It looked like a plesiosaur. Why it is named? Its original name is Loch Ness Nessie, but why it is named as Loch Ness monster? Because its photo was first taken by a river named River Loch Ness. So now our topic is the giant squid. The giant squid remains largely mysterious to scientists despite being the biggest vertebrate on Earth. A giant squid is a very kind of big mystery for scientists because it has, and despite it is the biggest vertebra on Earth, the largest of this is elusive giants were ever found. The largest of these animals were ever found measured. The largest giant squids were found 59 feet in length, and approximately it weight is 1 ton. A ton it is written over here, so it weight is 1 ton. Okay, now our next topic. Megatooth shark. The megalodon was the largest predator that ever lived. It is the largest predator that ever lived on Earth. It reached up to lengths of 60 to 70 feet and estimated maximum weight of over 60 tons. So it reached the length of 60 to 70 feet and its weight is approximately 60 tons. And it is the largest known predator in Earth's history. Now let us take an example also to compare it. So the modern sperm whale is longer but probably not as heavy as the megalodon. So now the modern sperm whale means now the modern sperm whale which exists now, it is longer but not heavy as megalodon. So it is the pic of a megalodon. It is given in books also. You can search for it. Megalodon size comparison with great white shark. Now here my topic name is Megalodon size comparison with today's modern sharks and great white shark. So you can see over here. It's a green one is a great white shark, and these three are megalodons. Okay, great white shark. This is also a megalodon. This is also a megalodon. This is a smaller megalodon. This is a medium-sized megalodon, and this is the largest megalodon. Okay, and this is human being. So you can see that how much smaller is great white shark than megalodon. So our next topic is the bloop. So everybody knows about bloop, but then also we will be doing so that we can revise it. The bloop is the given name of a mysterious underwater sound recorded in the 90s. It is the given name of a mysterious underwater sound, means that the sound that came from under ocean, recorded in 19 years later. NOAA scientists discovered that this sound emanated from an iceberg. ice were cracking and breaking away from an Antarctic glacier. So they estimated that discovered that the this sound is nominated by a uh, this sound is nominated by an iceberg cracking and breaking away from an Antarctic glacier. So near a NASA Landsat mosaic image of Antarctica, it is located somewhere deep in the south Pacific near Antarctica, located about 2005 miles due to the west of the very southern tip of South America. Okay, now we will be doing about mysterious creatures. So this much we will be doing. So there are many, but in this video I cannot tell you much because not I'm also not having much details. How much I'm having, I am providing. The frilled shark. The frilled shark is a strange prehistoric looking shark that lives in the open ocean. It is a frilled shark. It's a strange prehistoric looking shark. It looks like Ophiuchenia, so it is given over here. It looks like prehistoric looking shark, and it spends most of its and it lives in the open ocean, and it spends most of its time in deep dark waters far below the sea surface. Its along clinical body reaches length of so dark waters below the sea surface. Its long clinical body reaches cylindrical body means cylindrical shaped, just lengths of nearly 7 feet, means 2 meter, and its fins are are, are placed far back on the body. Its fins are placed far back on the body. Now the giant spider crab, the Japanese spider crab is a see. It is the picture of a frill shark. Now we will be doing about giant spider crab. So what is a giant spider crab? A Japanese spider crab is a large catch for any fisherman with a leg span of 13 feet. So it is the Japanese spider crab. It is a very large catch for any fisherman with leg span. Leg span means its leg height of 13 feet and an average weight of around 40 pounds. Means its average weight is average weight is 40 pounds, about 16 to 20 kg. It claims the title of largest crab. It may also have the longest lifespan of any crab, claimed to be 100 years. It has a title of largest crab. And it has the largest lifespan of any crab, living to be 100 years. It can live for 100 years. Okay. Now our topic is six-gill shark. The Blumentos six-gill. It is a six-gill shark. The Blumentos six-gill shark can grow to 5.5 meter and possibly up to 8 meter. So it can grow up to 5.5 meter and possibly up to 8 meter. Also it can grow 26 feet, and 5.5 meter means 18 feet. Adult males generally average between 3.1 and 3.3 meter. Means generally the adults means males grows up to 3.1 and 3.3, while our adult females means females grows between 3.5 to 4.2. Okay. Okay. And the six gill slits give the shark its name. And the six gill slits, here it is given over now slits. It gives its name six gill shark. Most common shark today only have 5 gill slits. They only have 5 gill slits. Okay. Fang toothfish. So I'm zooming on the screen. Fangtooth fish. Fangtooth fish are dark colored fish that have small bodies. They are dark colored bodies that have small. They have dark colored fish. They are dark colored fish that have small bodies, big heads, large fang-like teeth, and live in the deep ocean water. They their small eyes, and scientists don't think their eyesight is very good. Their eyesight is also not very good. They can grow to be around 6 inches long. They can grow around 6 inches in length, and with a shorter, which is a little shorter than two crayons lined up end to end, which is very shorter than two lined up fishes. Now we will be doing about Atlantic wolfish pair. Okay, if you many people asked commented me in my earlier channels that what they cannot see about Atlantic wolfish pair. So Atlantic wolfish are voracious predators. They are voracious predators and they have large head, powerful jaws. Jaws means that biting power is very strong. And large canine thing are all used to hunt and eat hard-bodied or spiny vertebrates. Their large canine sharp teeth are used to hunt, and they can eat hard-bodied or spiny vertebrates such as sea urchin. Example such as sea urchins, crabs, large marine snails, etc. Atlantic fish are usually solitary. They are usually solitary, but form pairs during the breeding season. But they form pairs when during the breeding season. Now, how much is left? Okay, so 1, 2. Only we have to cover more 3 topics now. The giant tube worms are closely related to the many smaller species of tube worms that inhabit shallower waters. The giant tube worms are closely related to many smaller species of tube worms. They are generally to small species of tube worms that inhabit shallower water. They inhabit in shallower water. These giant tube worms grow up to 8 feet in length and have no mouth and no digestive tract. They depend on bacteria that live inside them for their food. Okay. Now vampire squid. It is a vampire squid. The vampire squid looks like a little bit like a squid. The vampire squid little bit looks like a squid and a little bit like an octopus. It is a soft jelly-like body. It has a soft jelly-like body, means very soft, that moves through the water with the help of 8 tentacles. It has 8 tentacles and it moves with the help of them only. The tentacles end in filaments that are used for feeding. The tentacles, they use it for filaments. The skin between the tentacles is weeded, giving it a caved appearance. They give it a caved appearance. The Pacific viperfish. The Pacific viperfish is classified as one of the most ferocious deep sea fish for its size. They are incident dark silver blue color in live with pale fins. These fangs are the viper's way of killing fish. They are generally classified as one of the most ferocious deep sea fish due to its size, and their color is dark silver blue color in live with pale fins. These fangs are the viper's way of killing fish. The viperfish swim at high speeds, and its fangs helps it to swim at high speeds as its prey and impale them in the process. Okay. Okay, we will be covering up this. How much of the ocean floor is undiscovered? These are some question answers. How much of the ocean floor is undiscovered? Answer: 99% of ocean floor is undiscovered. How much ocean is undiscovered? Answer: See, it is written wrong over here. It is 95%. How much of animals are undiscovered? Answer: 1 to 2005, 1000 to 2500 species. Thank you, friends. Please subscribe my channel. I am written over here also. My channel. I will again come with some new video and with some new topics. So friend, apart from this, I want to tell you that stay home, stay safe, and watch my watch my watch my latest videos that I will be going to upload within some time or within some days. Okay, bye.